I've gotten a couple of questions about some of the DJ consulting work that I do. So I thought I'd do a video on it because people aren't sure what that's all about. It's fun. I like it. I do it on the side. I don't do it all the time, but I do it when the work comes up. There are a couple of different types of consulting work that I do. Mike Diddins was asking about this when he saw a picture that I posted this morning where you can see my laptop computer, a big bottle of coffee, and beyond that you can see this DJ slash karaoke rig that I built for this particular client back in November. We actually went on the road with it. It was a 4-date show in Daytona Beach, Florida, where I not only consulted and teched the rig, but I also ended up performing. It just worked out that way. It was the first time out with it. But we're making some changes to it, and I'll talk more about that consulting later. But like I said, there's a couple of different things that I do. The first type of consulting that I started doing was after I started the YouTube channel. What happened was sound and lighting companies were contacting me who make products for the industry and wanted to see their products in my videos or have me talk about them or review them or do demos on them. I had some ethical problems with the review part because, essentially what was happening was they were handing me the equipment. It belonged to me now. And most of the time they were actually paying me to do videos on the equipment. So what kind of honest review can I do on that? It's going to be biased because no company wants me to say bad things about their equipment. So instead of doing reviews, I thought it was more genuine for me to just do demonstrations of equipment. So, hey, here's the new Pioneer thing. It does this and this and this. This is how I would use it. Practice and enjoy. Worked with Pioneer, Denon, ADJ, Chauvet, RCF, FPT, Electro Voice, several companies. And I continue to work with companies. Not always on that capacity. Right now, I'm working with Vibo. Vibo sponsors the Tuesday DJ Gig Tips. And Vibo is a request app and a planning app. How can I just, be constantly doing videos on this? It would be difficult to do, to shoot, for me to get my head around how to present it. So I thought, you know what? I hear about Vrbo a lot. I think that's like an Airbnb booking service. And some people are saying Vibo or Vibo. Maybe it's important just to do some branding right now. Let's get the name Vibo in everybody's vocabulary. They know what it is. And show that you're supporting the DJ community by sponsoring the channel. We'll just do some sponsored videos every week. And Michael over there thought it was a great idea. We've been doing it for almost a year now. I like doing it. Michael likes the response he's getting from the videos. Not selling anything. He's just sponsoring the videos. So that's almost a consulting thing that I did with Michael. I gave the suggestion as to, how to help his business and in turn help my business. And it worked out. The consulting I'm doing currently, there are a couple things that I've done. I was called in because this company that a friend of mine from school started has a client who wanted to build this touring rig. It's Swisher Sweet cigars. So there's this big bus thing or big trailer thing that goes on the back of a semi and it folds out like a transformer. It's really cool. And they wanted to have live karaoke. They also wanted to have the ability to record because there's a possibility, which hasn't happened yet, but there's a possibility that we may do some hip-hop shows. And at the hip-hop shows, they may have aspiring rappers and things that want to rap to a beat. We want to be able to record all sessions onto a USB flash drive. And we want to build the system so, even a caveman could use it. That was challenging. And so, I had to listen to what the client wanted. I had to find out a lot of logistics about how this was going to be set up, how it was going to be used, and think about how other people might feel using this equipment. I don't have a problem using it. Somebody else may need a little guidance before they use it. I built it as simple as I could while trying to keep some quality integrity involved. And that's something that I told the client right away. I'm like, hey, look, personally, I'm a quality guy. I'm really big on sound quality. So that's me. If that's not you, that's okay, but that is me, just so you know that. And like, oh yeah, we are too. We want something to sound fantastic. So I built what I felt was a great system. Using VDJ, using quality files, using, a Pioneer mixing board with a nice sound card, clean outputs, Electro Voice, 30 amp speakers. It's a solid audio chain all the way through. And they're real happy with that. Right now, we're just trying to make it simpler. So I'm in the shop, kind of brainstorming on that, and actually showing a new group of brand ambassadors what we've built. I'm going to be, I guess, going on tour with this thing for a minute. I'm going to be in Detroit, I don't know, at the end of the month, doing some on-site training, some teching, and maybe even some performance stuff with it. But they bring me in because they don't know anybody else who knows this stuff. Not only, am I a DJ? And I'm not a KJ guy at all. And that's why I told them up front, I don't do karaoke, but it's essentially the same system as a DJ would be running, just with microphones, and a good mic mixer and an idea of how all that works. But I don't sing, none of that. But yeah, I can play these tracks for singers, and if there's somebody who's doing a performance, I can record it onto a USB flash drive with this thing I put together. Pretty simple, no computer dragging involved. Yeah, if I was building it for myself, I would have built it different if this is what I wanted to do, but this is what they wanted to do. It was not my idea to do karaoke. It was not my idea to have this system. It was someone else's idea. They just brought me in to consult as to how to do it. This is their vision. I'm helping them realize it. That's the consulting stuff. And, this guy I went to school with who does this stuff, other things will come up. This is just one client in one system we're working on. There will be other things that come up periodically, so this isn't like a full-time gig. This is once in a while. I'll go in and I'll help him out with something that involves sound. And we're actually going to be working on some lighting soon. I'm going to be doing some lighting consulting on the road in Detroit. So I'm getting all that stuff together because we're going to talk about that a little bit. Give them some demos and things of what's possible, in this particular trailer. And as far as, the YouTube stuff with the products and all that, if you have a company and you want to see your products on my channel, let's talk, reach out. Facebook's a great place to get a hold of me. You can always call me, text me. I'm not that hard to find. Let's talk. Let's find out what the product is. Again, I don't want to review anything, but I'm happy to demo things, show people what's possible, what's out there. I know a lot of other guys do the review things. That's cool, but I'm a little different in that regard, and I've gotten really good response from my viewers for what I do. They trust me. I'm not going to show anything that's not good. If you have a product that is not good, don't even show it to me because I won't do a video on it. I'll turn you down. Got to be a quality product. I got to believe in it before I can even talk about it. So that's the endorsement. Whenever you see me doing a video on a product on my channel, it's because I already like it. I think it's good. It may not always be for me, if that makes any sense, but I can see how it could be very valuable to someone else. I see that it's a quality product, even if it's something that I don't particularly choose to use. Anyway, that's it. That's the consulting stuff. That's what I do, sort of, in a nutshell. There's more, but you're always going to see things when you're on the road too, especially with this touring rig. I learned so much when I did those 4 dates in Daytona. Things that we changed, things that we're changing now. And that happens. I mean, it's the same thing with going out and doing wedding receptions. You build a system, you go out and you do a wedding. And, once in a while you'll see something that isn't quite working the way you want it to work. So you make the change. And the next time you go out, it's better. You keep improving things. And that's kind of what I'm doing right now in the shop is doing those improvements. So anyway, that's it. Video for you. Hope it answered some questions for you. If you have any questions for me, let me know in the comments section. I always appreciate your likes, your comments, and all that stuff. Of course, subscriptions are nice too. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Practice and enjoy.